Okay, is going to be to distribute. Okay, so 8 times, or negative 8 times 8 is going to be negative 64v. Negative 8 times negative 1 is going to be positive 8 plus 5v equals 421. Okay, and then what do we do? We're going to combine like terms. So we can combine what? Negative 64 and a 5 to give us what? Negative 59v plus 8 equals 421. Okay, and then what? Subtract 8. What is 421 minus 8? 413. And then do what? Listening. Yeah, for what? What are you trying to do? Yeah. And then divide by negative 59. And what are you going to get for V? Negative 7. Okay, what if your answer is not on there? It's not right, and if you don't want to redo it, then I guess you better guess. Okay? That would be my suggestion. Okay, 25 is a little equation. So it says solve each for the indicated variable. What are we solving for? A. Okay, so we need to get A by itself. So we got U equals A plus K. What needs moved? I need to get A by itself.
Okay.
The K needs moved. How do I move a plus K? Minus K. Okay, so you're going to get A equals U minus K. So what answer choice is that?
Oh, A.
A. Okay, 27. Is that open or closed?
Closed. That was open.
It's open. So what could you eliminate?
All the. What is that? What is it?
A and B.
Yeah.
Okay, so which is it? It is B. Or D, sorry. B is greater than negative 2. Okay, 29. What do we need to do first? Combine like terms. So if we put this 2 and this 5 together, or negative 5, what are you going to get? So you get 1, and then you're going to get a negative 3n is greater than negative 20. Okay, and then what do we need to do? We're going to subtract 1. So you got negative 3n is greater than or equal to negative 21. And then what? Yeah, divide by negative 3 on both sides. And what are you going to get? You're going to get a 7. And what do we need to do? We got to flip it. Okay, so what answer choice is that going to be? C. Okay, so even if on this one you forget to flip, there's only one option with a 7. Okay, so that's kind of helpful. Okay, look at 31. Is this an and or an or?
This is it. Or.
So is there anything we can eliminate?
Yeah, D
D, definitely. What else?
and B.
And B. Okay, and then I would also look, what is this one?
Those are closed.
This is closed and that's open. Do both of these have a one open and one closed?
Oh,
Okay, so you can kind of, some of these you may be able to skip every single thing and be able to, okay, but you can't look at it and say, well, the closed goes first, because that's not necessarily true. Okay, so, but you can just solve one and you should be able to figure out for the rest. Okay, so we write the first one down, and how do I solve that? It says b over 10 is less than or equal to negative 1. We gotta multiply by 10.
it's a hundo.
It's negative 1 times 10. Negative 10. Okay, so on the negative 10, is it open or closed? It's going to be closed. So what answer choice is that? C. So you don't have to keep going, okay? So some of these, you're not going to need to solve them both because there's no point, okay? You can solve the other one if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay, 33, it says construct a scatter plot, state if there appears to be a positive, negative, or no correlation. Okay, so you're going to have to look at the scatter plots and figure out if you were to plot them, which one matches up. Okay, so if you look at your columns, if this is 200, what does this one got to be? This is 0, this is 200, so what's the middle one? 100. So our very first point is 100 and then 1.6. Is the one go on 100 or not? This one's not. Okay, it's on like 0 or something. Okay, and so that's what I would do is go through and check. So it's not even on the 100 marker, so you know that that scatter plot cannot be right. Okay, is there any other ones that are not started on the 100 mark? D is not. Okay, so you kind of just got to look through the other ones and say, well, which one is it? Okay, so 310 and 5.8. So we got 310 and 5.8, so that looks good. I think these are both exactly the same. Okay, they are. So is this a negative correlation or no correlation? It should be a no correlation. So it's going to be C. Okay, 35. The price P of a 2-topping pizza is $5.50 plus $1 for each additional topping T on a pizza. Okay, so our for each always goes first. So which one has, what is our for each? $1. So what can we eliminate? B and D. Okay, and so what is the difference between A and C? The variables. Okay, so what goes where? Does the P come first or the T comes first? The P. So what answer choice is that going to be? C. Okay, this says the price pizza is $1 for each topping plus $5.50. Okay, so if we go to the pizza place and we get pizza, we need at least $5.50. Okay, 37, find the domain and range. Okay, so is the domain x's or y's?
X's first.
Is the x's first? Okay, so what could you eliminate? Look at your answer choices. What could you cross off?
C and D.
C and D. Okay, so what's the difference between A and B? Because obviously there's a difference.
Because A repeats on the first one.
A does repeat.
It's B.
Okay, and all right, we're not allowed to repeat. So right here, there's an 8 and an 8. Okay, well, we're not allowed to do that. We only write it down once. Okay, so it's got to be B.
It's gotta be B.
Okay, evaluate each function. Okay, so everywhere there's an x, what are we plugging in? -2. So we got h of -2 equals 4 times -2 minus 4. Okay, so this is the part that we're plugging in the calculator. So what is 4 times 2, -2, minus 4? Type it in your calculator, what do you get? You didn't type it in your calculator right now. Should be -12. Okay, 40. Which of the following describes how the variables are related? Okay, so we got two variables, the number of pounds and the total cost. No matter what, as your number of pounds goes up, because this is increasing, what's happening with the total cost?
Goes down, no.
Okay, as this goes up, what happens to this? It goes up. Okay, so which one of these is going to be your answer choice? A. What's this mean at a constant rate? If you look at C, it says the number of pounds, total cost increase at a constant rate. It's at the same rate. So this, if you look at this part, just this part, it's a constant rate. See how the line, there's no crookedness, it's just totally straight. That's a constant rate.
Right.
Okay, 42. What is the domain and range of this graph?
Are you in the 41? Oh.
No, I do every other one.
Alright.
Okay, so just for a quick reminder, so our domain, we start here. What's the first piece of the graph it's going to touch? -4, and what's it go to? It goes to 5. So what answer choice is that going to be? -4 to 5. A. Okay, so you don't even really need to do the back part, okay, the range part. But if you two of them had a choice of -4 or 5, then you need to check the range too, okay? Okay, last one, 44. Is this a function, yes or no?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, what test do you use? The vertical line test. So if we're taking our pencil and we look right here and right here, it's touching at the same part of my pencil, so it's not a function. Okay, you guys are gonna go through and do all the ones I did not do. If you were not here on Thursday, okay, you're more than welcome to come up here and go through the board. I got the very beginning all the way done, so you can copy down my work if you want to, okay? When you're done, put it in the box, and you can work on any missing work that you might have or study for your finals.